It's kind of funny how what you're passionate about was also what your ancestors were passionate about in their day and age. Recently, I've been captivated and passionate about sailing. I want to learn all about it. I've always loved the ocean, but now I want to travel it and get a sailboat and travel the world and live on my boat. Well, recently, as I've done my family history, I've come across my great 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 grandfather, Peter Filance, who was born in south of France. And my grandfather gave me this information. And as I looked it up, he was a sailor. From the age of 11 to 13, he sailed the whole Mediterranean. And it was from that point on where he started sailing the world from Hamburg, Germany, to Brazil, and then to Africa, Mozambique, and then he went on to the West Indian Islands in Cuba and Brazil again, and then he, at the age of, I believe, 27, he started in the coffee trade and started immigrating and smuggling opium in China. And then he came back to the States in New York and eventually went back to the Gulf, to New Orleans, and went up the Mississippi to the Council Bluffs. And he wasn't a member of the church, but he rode a wagon through Salt Lake in Utah and was one of the first settlers in San Bernardino, not being a Mormon. I think if they figured he wasn't a Mormon, they'd probably kick him out, but that's his story. My mom came and visited me recently, and she gave me some family history on my great grandfather Wilmoth, who was from Oklahoma. I was just a little boy when he died, but apparently he's quite the prankster, and I can relate to that in some ways. But my mom, gave me a nice little story of the jokes he used to pull.
Sure, always doing things. Even with my sister, I was helping him clean out the hen house one time, and it was dark because they didn't have lighting out in the hen house, and it was really really dark. And he was handing things out. It was like an assembly line. He was handing things out to from me, from my sister to me to this assembly line. Well, my sister was the last one, and he decided to skip me one time, and he handed her a dead rat, and she kind of freaked out. But it was very funny, and of course he was laughing hysterically. He could barely quit laughing. And he would take us on hunting trips with him, where we'd go out at night real late, and he'd put the hunting dogs in the back, and we'd just sit in the big front of the truck and watch him as he'd walk out into where the hunting dogs had gotten things. And he'd let them out of the truck, and they'd go and get stuff,
It's good stuff.
and he loved us. And
It seems like we have a lot of great family history that I haven't yet discovered. So this assignment gave me the opportunity to do that and learn about more of my history that can also bring about more knowledge about myself. So I'm looking forward to doing more in the future. Most of the pictures were of me and my little brother and my grandfather and my cousins, and just a compilation of that. People who mean the dearest to me, and my mom in the interview. So just the family that I love, and my grandparents, and my little brother.